Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. So in the last episode, we finished up all of the side quests and free time connections. So, except left Ashen out. We did watch it at the very beginning of them, but I had to leave her out, despite this actually maxing out her connection rank and giving me an item. So, yeah, we're done with that. We're moving on. In the middle of the episode after we did all of the side quests, Jin called us. I hope they say his name again. I hope I've been saying it wrong this whole time and it's secretly Zin instead of Jin, but I don't know. He called us and told us he wanted us to go to the 13th, which is always in every game. The 13th is just scary sounding. I have no idea where we're going or anything. I do want to make sure.
Pick something already.
I make at least a few of some sort of good heal. Just in case there's, like, battles. That one's pretty damn good. This one's really good. You know what? Yeah, I already have 4 of these. Let's get 4 more.
And there you go.
Those are out of battle. Okay, and then upstairs, I'll make more food, if you'll let me. Yeah, that's the one, I think. Oh, I don't have beast essence. These are very good though. 60 CP is really good. Can I get beast essence from the desk? Order. Is it like trade?
Need some help?
If it isn't fan, pleasure doing business with you. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to, you know what? Let's make sure we have 20 of each of these. All right, the price goes up because delivery cost or order nonsense. I wanted to be able to do trade, but I don't think I can here. Oh, there we go. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go find it. Not possible here. Damn, do I have to get normal beast essence or from fighting? Because that's prime. Oh.
I hope to see you again.
Okay, I don't think I can actually get beast essence, so we can't make any of those. I have to go fight for it, which I'm sure. Can you? Yeah, you can see that. I could fight at Dirk Memorial Park and all that to get those, but I'm not that concerned. We'll just make the cheaper one. This one does give 25 CP. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna make like 7.
I'll give it a try.
The thing I hate is not having these kind of items on me, because sometimes you just want a back-to-back S-craft and you just can't. And the CP generation is quite slow in this, so items are great for that. All right, now I think we're done. Oh, from the menu. No, just at Old Town, call it a day. There we go. Sorry, that was like, took a while. I agreed to meet up with the immovable once my other work was done. Should I head over there now? Yeah. Afterward, they went to Station Street to pick up odds and ends. Some. Then, when it came time to return to the office, a little early, but I think we should call it a day. You can head on back to the office. Anya's. Feel free to go straight to the dorms if you want. Really? Is this about your call with the big guy earlier? No, it's nothing that important. No, and your trial period's over, Rosette. I don't know how long you were planning on hanging around, but we're happy to have you. Thank you. I'll bring the supplies we purchased back to our base. Appreciate it. And anyway, don't stay out too late now, guys. Oh. Something about this rubs me the wrong way. It sure does. What do you say we tail him? We shouldn't invade his privacy. You're not fooling anyone. We both know you want to find out what's up. What's up? I mean, yes, but... Rosette, aren't you against prying into Van's business too? On the contrary, I'm in full support. I've been fiercely curious about his destination. Furthermore, it seemed he was going there for the sake of his acquaintance rather than for personal business. But in truth, I was recommended to start spending more time as I please, so I intend to do just that. What? Nice save, mate. We could use the help, though. Let's give the pipsqueak a call. All right. Nope, they're running. Will you be coming along, Miss Claudel? Fine, I don't want to be the only one left out. I really thought you were more mature than this. I apologize for my imperfect nature. I am still only 20 after all. Trust me, you don't get any more mature after 20. You're as mature as you normally are. Okay, maybe you get a little more when you get really tired. Ooh, he's gone. He knows they're following him, like 100%. Yeah. He's trying so hard to lose them, but I hope they can keep up. Uh-oh. Man, big-ass bracer like you can't just stand around here and not expect to get stares. Hey there, sorry for calling you on such short notice. How do you manage to convince the others to let you go? Don't worry about it, I lost him anyways. But think you could give me more of a heads up next time? Those kids will poke their nose into anything once they catch a whiff. A sure thing, next time. So, what do you even want from me? If you just wanted someone to help you blend in, wouldn't Elaine or Clausel have done the job just fine? They're tough enough to serve as backup, but they'd probably make me stand out more than you think. Besides, I think you're a better fit with who we're about to meet. No, come on. Hey, I'll buy you a drink for the trouble. Anyway, let's get going. I need like 5 more voice scenes with you before I become accustomed. Just the big frame and then the soft voice is it throws me off. Not that that's not normal. I've plenty of friends who are, they're big and they have very soft voices. This is the kind of place. I see. Blacklight district. Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, here we are. The place the city's very worst call home. For how long it's been around, it's kind of crazy how much more lively it's gotten in the past few years. No kidding. You won't find it on any map, yet people are still somehow finding their way down here. But what criminal wouldn't be tempted by a literal lawless zone where they can let off all the steam they damn well please? Might be a bit much for your little ones to handle right now, though. Yeah, hate to do it, but I gotta introduce them to it eventually. Can't stay ignorant of its existence forever when you're in this line of work. True enough. So, my impression of you being a mother hen looking after her chicks wasn't so far off after all, huh? No, can it? So, where are we going? Well, let's peek in at the nearby bars for starters. Watch your back, all right? I know. I don't doubt there's an arena
Mind
here.
if I split? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
All right, let me hear that like twice more.
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit? Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
Yeah, he's got a very like peppy attitude and like soft voice. It's weird. I'll get it. That's an arena, isn't it? That looks like an arena. Oh.
Time for you to focus.
Okay.
I'll beat your ass!
Fine, let's play.
Activating skill.
Oh, he's on auto. I was really hoping I got to play with him. Damn, you're Grimcat right now then, I see. He's not a permanent party member in any of the Sky games, so like he could technically end up being one of the Daybreak party members. That'd be sweet. I don't really see it as a thing though. Any of the bracers, the police, they're not gonna be long term. Alright, sir. Coin bullet.
Over here. Over here. Activating skill.
All fired up.
Damn. His moves have a lot of screen shake.
Still hurts.
Alright, let's get behind and get the... Yeah.
Your crush.
Acid grenade? You're throwing an acid grenade at me? Sir.
Fired up. Here we go.
Ooh. Damn. Alright, can you please just be a permanent party member?
Well, this sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. Let's heal up. Oh. Okay, good. Oh, you're dead. There's some sort of power behind his hits. Screen shake and like this really low rumble for each hit. It's kind of quiet, probably in YouTube though. And that's how it's done. Almost feel sorry for the bastards in hindsight. Almost. Gotta be pretty wet behind the ears to pick a fight with the immovable and not know what they're getting into. Goes to show why the Taito school's still got its rep. It's lost some of its luster from back in the day, alas. The central dojo closed down 10 years ago after Master Ryuga passed. Now it hangs on by a thread, split between several disparate dojos. Speaking of those, got something on your mind? I remember you like to go visit those rinky-dink dojos every now and then to train with the disciples. Why not take up the mantle and revive the Taito school outright? You ever think of doing that? Can't imagine anyone would have a problem with you taking the reins. I'd love to see that as much as anyone, believe me, but I don't think I'm cut out to lead the whole school like that. And I can't just shirk my duty as a bracer to chase some pipe dream of mine. Maybe once I'm retired, I'll give it some thought. True, Guild probably can't afford to lose somebody as high up as you. Given everything going on right now, yeah. You flatter me. I can't take all the credit, though. You really held your own in that fight back there. You got a lot of oddball moves in your arsenal. I can tell you're trained in Kunlun and clear as day. Must have had a hell of a master to be able to fight like that. Hell of a master is right. He went and wasted his talent on a punk ass like me. Couldn't even repay him for everything he did. So his master is dead. Ah, you don't say. Could he mean... Or is your master missing? Oh my god, is your master... No, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Anyway, let's keep moving. Our destination should be further in. Will Reen ever get to see Yun Kafai again? He's been looking for him.
What will it be?
15 CP? Alright, well, let's just buy 4 of them. Elaine, chamomile earring.
I'll be seeing you.
Hi there. Can I interest you in any of my specialty herbs? Satisfaction guaranteed. Before you ask, all my stuff is all safe and street legal. I'm just here to give people a good time. I do have some of the grayer stuff, but I've had issues with people not using it right. Can't trust those boys with it, so I don't advertise it. I told them to be careful with that stuff, but no dice. But, well, that's what I get for dealing with those types. Never again. As she talks, it sounds like her stuff's on the up and up. You just gotta use it wisely and you'll be fine. Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look at her inventory. Partly because I'm curious and partly to make sure she's sticking to her word. You know, I've had some funky hookahs come in through Tharbad. I had them for sale for a hot minute, but then I heard the police were going around clearing them off the streets. I opened them up, and sure enough, they got some real hardcore stuff in them. I pulled them after that. It's just not worth it. I'm not in that kind of business. I sell good times, not lifetimes.
What will I'll be seeing you.
Eat one.
Love me a sugar
Oh.
rush.
Yay. Oh, wow. 30 defense is quite a lot. And then...
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Ooh. Oh, damn. She's maxed out. Maybe I should have went with Ashen then, because this is wasted. Unrivaled connection. Wait, why didn't I... What? Hold on. Why didn't I get that trophy when I maxed out Ashen? Does she not count because it's only like 2 levels? What? Oh, that's weird. The area is sealed off by an enormous barrier. Alright, I have to double check it. Yeah. It does say raise a connection stage to its maximum level. Not like a specific, like raise a close friend to a maximum level or something. So why didn't I get the Ashen one? Because she only had 2, and we definitely got to 2 there, so... Huh. You don't count as like a real connection then, or something. Okay. Hey there, boys. You from out of town? Why don't you stay a while and I'll show you a good time? Oh, you're quite the stud. And your friend there, he's just enormous. In more ways than one, I hope. You make a tempting offer, miss. You're a real sight for sore eyes yourself. Not worth it, dude. It's a wild ride and you don't want to be on it. Okay. What do you say? Oh, is this a... Oh, wait, should you just dress like that as a normal vendor? I thought this would be like a sex shop or something, but those are Mishy toys and purses, but... Weird. Oh, hey. Well, look who it is. Mr. Arkride Solutions himself. And he's got the immovable tagging along with him, too. Interesting. Very interesting. Something must be going on for the two of you to be working together, but I'll mind my own business. You sound pretty well informed, sir. Nothing gets past you, does it? You know what they say, knowledge is power. He who knows more controls most. That's the key to staying in the black down here. That is to say, I trust you won't have any problems with my humble little store, Mr. Vathic. Of course, sir, provided you don't cause any trouble for us at the guild. Sheesh, talk about an uneasy truce. I ain't sticking my nose in their mind games, no sir. I shudder to imagine what's necessitated that, but I know better than to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Whatever's brought you two together, I appreciate your business all the same. Yeah, I have no idea why.
I've got some fine wares for sale.
Ren. Oh, we should probably have this on us. I think this is one of the trade items. Item drop rate 25%. Wow, I could go farm beast flesh with that on. I'm gonna give that to Fairy, I think. Those never change.
Best come.
And that. Okay.
Best come against.
Fairy, I don't question how you have this, but you suddenly have a classic coin on you. It just appeared. You weren't even there when I bought it.
Whoops. I don't sense any chi. They must not be here.
You don't sense any...
Who in the hell are you talking about?
Interesting. Howdy there, Spriggity-doo. And is that the immovable Mr. Zinn I see? Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit? How have you been, big guy? Wait, you guys know each other? You really are a celebrity down here, ain't you? I wouldn't say that. Mr. Morgan just happens to be one of the more reputable merchants here. And I do sometimes employ his services. Okay. He kinda tiptoes the legal line, but he's been an invaluable informant for us at the guild. So we just sorta look the other way. No. Oh, mercy. That's so nice of you, Mr. Zin. Too nice, in fact. I haven't done that much, really. I still feel terrible that I couldn't help you before. I'm so sorrily sorry. I'm pathetic, I tell you. I'm just a failure in the eyes of Adios. You know, it's weird as hell seeing a guy in a mask beating himself up like that. It's giving me a whiplash. I get that. He's an eccentric fella, but I take it to mean he's a good guy at heart. Well, shut my mouth. I'm surprised to see you two boys mingling together. I have a whole slew of outposts scattered around Calvarn. I just happen to be staying around the Blacklight district for the time being. But by all means, feel free to look around and browse my merchandise. I'm more than happy to show you all of the wonderful blessings I have.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Your weapons do seem pretty illegal. Okay, so this is just the same stuff. That is new. We did not have that before. Way more defense and evasion, and I lose a little bit of art defense and all of my magic evasion. Okay, I can accept that. Physical defense is very important. Ooh, you get a ton of move for that. Okay, no matter what, Anyas needs this big upgrade. Huge upgrade. Fairy could also use this. You know what? I think I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll get Van one as well. I think I'll just get everyone one. It's kind of a waste. Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna go broke out. Wait, I have 10,000. You can't see it. 10,000 Miro left, but I don't know if I really want these shoes. Art resistance and move for speed. You know who could use a little bit more move, though? Yeah, Van needs to get up behind people a lot. I'm going to give him that. Okay.
We await your next visit.
Thank you. You actually had some different stuff. Oh, hey there, little guy. Didn't see you there. Wow, you're so big, mister. You should have some of Mommy's drinks. They're delicious. I'm not allowed to have any because I'm too little, but you guys will love them, I know it. Sounds like a ringing endorsement to me. I'll never say no to a good glass of brew. Really? You're gonna have one of Mommy's spirits? You promise? You bet. I'm a little too busy to sit down for a drink today, but I'll come back another day for it. Deal? Yay, I'm gonna tell Mommy right now. Whoops, might have run my mouth a bit too much there. That kid got me hook, line, and sinker. I'll say, no wonder this joint does pretty well for itself. Well, now you have to. You have to come back here. You're so big, mister. You're like a bear. Hey, mister, won't you come play another time, another day? I'll be waiting. Well, how can I say no to a face like that? You got a deal, kiddo. I'll come back soon, okay?
Well,
Let's talk if you...
You serious, Zinfathic? What the hell are you doing here? Look, if you're just a customer, that's fine. But if you're on our turf... But you're on our turf, and we're not the straight-laces you deal with on the surface. You just stay the hell out of our business, and we'll still clear of yours. You got it? That's your kid? How was he raised so well-mannered with her like this? Don't worry, I know my place here. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers. And sometimes all I want is to shoot the shit over drinks. Nothing wrong with that, is there? No, provided you don't try to pull anything funny and drop the goody two-shoes bullshit while you're here, okay? Makes me want to puke. I hear you. I'll be careful. Thanks for the warning. She must be some kind of ex-Jaeger to be talking like that. I don't doubt that. Best you don't go down that rabbit hole. People don't like you prying into their histories here. And anyway, I'm pretty sure this ain't the bar we want. Bracers make me sick just looking at them. Always have. I sure as hell don't miss that part of the surface. Bunch of hypocrites who don't know jack shit about how the world works. They're not mafia bad, but that's not exactly a high bar. Just stay in your damn lane. This is our world. You wanna be cops and your shiny badges don't mean shit down here, so get lost. And anybody who tries to lay a finger on Yota, bracer or not, they'll have hell to pay. Real hell. Remember that if you want to live. Why would we want to do any... What?
Don't take too long to decide now.
You sound a little nicer when you're trying to sell me something.
Come back soon.
Right, Northern Tonic. Look at that guy. This road seems to lead out to the outside, but the door before it is locked tight. Okay.
Whoops.
What? But there's stuff over there. Fine.
Not this way.
Oh, not there either? So many people I can't talk to. Bexon. Sal? You're shitting me, right? Sorry to hold things up. You can't be serious.
How delightful it is to see you, Mr. Arkride. And you as well, immovable.
I did not know we were going to meet with him. This I never even would have thought.
You sure took your sweet-ass time.
And him.
Didn't expect Arkride to be with you, though.
I'm just here to do him a favor. But if I'd known we were coming to see scumbags like you, I'd have turned him down straight down. Come on now, no need to be like that. I knew you were in Calvard, but it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I last saw your face, eh, Walter? Not since Jormungand, huh? Bugged the hell out of me we weren't even able to use that chance to settle the score between us. Same here. So, I'm sure it's no coincidence I was suddenly able to meet you so easily. I spoke to these two before you showed up, but meetups like this here and there ain't such a bad idea with how little we know about those guys. I see now. We're all after Almada, so we're here to trade information on him. Didn't think I'd chance into a gathering this major, so who's our imposing friend?
I ask that you proceed as though I am not present.
Okay, are you from the church?
Think of me as a random traveler who happened to be here when you arrived.
I think there's a very high chance this guy's from the church. Although he doesn't really dress like it. But just the way he just spoke there. That's asking a lot. So the coat and you being part of this group gives me an idea of who you're affiliated with. Not the church. It can't be the church. I don't know why. I just, every single game you gotta have someone from the church. To kick things off, this thing off, it's proving impossible to even learn more about Almada at this point. Heard a report the other day that a bracer on an undercover op on them. Wait, whoa. Heard a report the other day that a bracer on an undercover op on them still hasn't come back. Worded weird. We've been in much the same position ever since the situation in Longport. Not long ago, a cold-blooded warning video was sent to our Council of Elders, the kind meant to serve as an example. They just keep getting worse. We've had nothing like that on our end, but there is one guy up top who can't seem to wipe the smile off his face since they cropped up. He's one real shitbag, so if he likes them, they're real monsters. Sounds to me like we all think we're better off crushing them before they become even more of a headache. This guy, he the one you mentioned a while back?
I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your mouth, or I'll run my fist through your face.
The infamous Fourth Anguis, huh? Doesn't quite sit right. I imagine our definitions of crush differ here, but at least we know where we all stand now. Save for our friend keeping his cards to his chest there. Anyway, it sounds like the CID's up to something too. Still, wish I could figure out just what their boss is thinking. An old Rocksmith's successor, huh? And heard some colorful rumors about him. But knowing he's turned a blind eye to a hole like this makes him all right in my book. Indeed, President Rocksmith was a broad-minded fellow in his own right. But the current president has proven even more receptive towards us. Some of the elders are rather fond of him, though that does also make for him a far more formidable foe during negotiations. From our perspective, the president's willingness to work with you guys is one giant flapping red flag. Oh, do not misunderstand. All of our cooperative efforts are in line with your guild's code, heaven forbid otherwise. Can you guys not probe each other while I'm stuck right in the middle? I feel like I don't even need to be here anymore. Easy, Arkride. Your part's just about to come up. Don't you dare hire us. Why are you flashing? Also, my foot's asleep.
Walter. It ain't often we get a chance like this, and you can't pick a better place. You weren't satisfied with how we ended 2 years ago either. So what say we pick it up where we left off? Right here, right now.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait, you saw this coming, didn't you? Hell no, I ain't here to watch two monsters beat the crap out of...
Who said you'd watch? You and White Orchid Dragon are joining.
Of course.
Come on. Exchange info, exchange blows. Either way, we're getting to know each other.
I admit to some reluctance standing between combatants of your caliber. But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkride and the famed Jin the Immovable.
Oh, thank God. They said it.
But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkride and the famed Jin the Immovable.
It's not even like a sh. It's just Jin. It's Jin. Z is J. Jin the Immovable. Well, you should be.
Sorry, Arkride, but this is just how it's gotta be. We'd lose sight of ourselves if it was just one-on-one. And who knows how much damage we'd cause then.
You damn asshole. Oh boy.
I shall act as observer. Fight to your heart's content.
Who are you? Why are you so up for this? You're welcome to my spot, you know.
Perhaps another time.
Ready? Begin!
Oh damn.
Try not to bore me, all right?
Don't hold anything back now.
I mean, this is such a... Oh, that's such a... Oh, I get to play as him. Okay, now I feel a little better. If it was just Van, I may be in trouble, but now I feel a little better. 80k total. I do about 10k with my S-Craft. I don't know what Jin is going to do, but...
No need to go easy on him.
Alright, I'm going to immediately damage down them. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have used his S-Craft because I had 2 free bars that went to waste there because I haven't used anything. That sucks. HP heal, damage and resistance up large. Yeah. Alright, use it.
Deploying shield. Better be ready.
That's a big shield. Alright, let's see it.
This is here. Boost gauge limit removed.
Ooh, 10,000. Damn. Sal was a pain in the ass to fight in Reverie. When he came out, I remember that fight just being a nightmare.
You'll pay for that.
Seems like he's got the same moves, but they're... Oh, I'm burning now. Same moves, but they're like super mega stylish looking now. I need to heal. But I need to give him 10 CP as well. God, that's just not enough.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna do a big heal on me. Do I have 2,000? Damage up. Okay. Before his awakening goes away, Jin needs to get one more spriggan. Craft. Okay. No more burn.
Payback time.
Better be ready.
Okay, you have one more awaken. Actually, let's do this.
Brace yourself. You ain't seen nothing.
Nope.
Well done.
Don't you dare leave. What?
Your move, kid.
I want to use his other moves, but I didn't want to waste. I didn't. Okay, this fight's over. We already saw his S-break or S-craft, so I guess I'll just try that one. Back attack. Ooh, dang, that's a lot of damage. That's not fair. I was really hoping we had a longer fight than that. No.
And you still won't accept that S-rank promotion. Why the hell not?
I'm just not ready for it. My Taito skills have nothing to do with it. Though it'll sure give me a boost in confidence if I can beat you here.
Oh yeah? Will it now?
Whoa, the hell are you? Oh, hold on a sec. This is looking real bad. I gotta scram, huh? I can't move. I fear there is no stopping this. I am honored to bear witness.
That is enough.
No. More hooded people with what? They're from the church, maybe. Well then, you're
Kilika!
You got here quick, and here I was hoping we could duke it out a little longer.
I figured you'd have a lot of catching up to do, so I thought to give you some space. A mistake on my part, I see. Are you a future S-rank bracer and a society enforcer, or are you infants?
Oh, wait a minute! This was all his fault!
Don't give me that! You were all gung-ho until she showed up, buddy.
looking more and more like infants from where I'm standing. What a shame. I was rather looking forward to seeing that to its end. You are a force to be reckoned with, Flying Swallow. It's good to see you, Spriggan. I see Jin is causing you trouble yet again. As for you, Sao, are you sure it's all right for you to be out of Crossbell after your promotion to president? Worry not. I foisted all responsibility there to Yin and the SSS. This guy has no shame. Looks like you brought more suspicious folks to the party.
What? You got a problem with us, punk? So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Conlone School.
Ooh. Wait, are you...
Now, Celise. It's not good to pick fights with him when you've only just met. Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Jesus, that was a good delivery. That was a long sentence. I feel like he sped up.
Even I wasn't trying to be that harsh.
Curious.
Still, I see it was worth our while to come down here. Who knew a battle between the society's finest Eastern martial artist and a student of one of the 3 great schools would be waiting for us?
That's Junpei's VA. I can hear it, for sure.
But perhaps the greatest surprise of all is seeing you.
Thought you were acting kind of funny lately. But finding out you're all buddy-buddy with the society is one thing I didn't see coming.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I am a mere traveler who chanced upon this place and its current company. Nothing more. I ask that you pay me no mind, Mother Celise, Father Leon.
Okay.
You're not even trying to hide it.
You're quite the interesting fellow, Vice Captain.
Must have been a hard job bringing a couple of runts like them down here.
I thought they would make a fine match for you. We do have an agreement right now, after all.
Who are you calling a couple of runts? You sure can run your
Holy.
mouth dire well, but don't go getting cocky.
That's a badass blade.
How about I show you and that hardhead what I can really do?
Yeah? With what, Missy? That sword? Sure you're gonna be swinging it and not the other way around? How'd a teeny bopper like you even get that damn...
I'm 27.
Huh?
I said I'm 27. Any questions?
Yeah, did he question her? Little lady? Oh, I guess just teeny bopper.
Huh. Well, I guess some guys are into that kind of thing.
What the?
You are so dead.
You had to step on a landmine. She hates when people talk about her little baby face and impressively short height.
Also dead.
I'll leave this crap to you, Arkride.
Why me? I have a feeling I know where these three are from.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, of course. Guys?
Van! Wait. Huh?
Sao? What kind of crazy party is this?
Well, if it isn't Aaron. How'd you even find this place? I thought I threw you off my tail.
This is what happens when you only keep people half in the loop.
Oh, did they recruit Elaine? Elaine? I didn't think you'd wander it down here too. What? Wait, isn't she the one and only Beauty's Blade, but the woman next to her?
I happened to run into them during their search for you. I did have my doubts on whether to bring them here or not, but as you can see... Well, in any case, I had a feeling you were here.
My apologies. I had no idea what we were getting ourselves into, but now that I see it, this place certainly does pique my interest.
Well, I was gonna bring you down here at some point. But what's with you beating me to it, Elaine? You're the one who's constantly harping on about keeping him out of danger. You going senile? We're used to danger. And besides, I see some other kids down here too. I know that you have our best interests at heart, but no one likes being kept at arm's length forever. Sorry for all the trouble that this ended up causing, man. But hey, it ended up being a good chance to teach him about this place, no? No, please, don't start acting like you did nothing wrong. I'll say, I have some choice words for you too, Jin. You didn't think to discuss your coming here with anyone else? Quite the arrogant move on your part. Well... Well, fun's over. I've had enough of being here. Today was more about saying hi, anyway. I'd done what I've came for. Walter. We will see each other again at some point, even if the only other place I can imagine that happening is your prison cell. Heh. Well, kind strangers, if you would excuse me. Who is that guy? Yeah, that's enough hellos. Sorry for making you show us down here, Chief. We're out of here. See you all around sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if we meet again, though that depends on what A does. Okay, so the church is looking into A. We know all the people who are looking into A.
Now that the air has calmed down a touch, perhaps those of us who remain might continue sharing information?
Man, you never change.
No, God, that's a lot of people. I'm guessing no one's voiced anymore. Sounds like there's no room for doubt then. Amada's got some other organization working for him. So it would appear. Their funding is at least partly coming from those who funded the racial terrorism of the past, too. That's awful. Van was telling us about that not too long ago. Our company's risk assessment led us to the same conclusion. Up until a few years ago, racially motivated attacks on those of Eastern and Central Eastern descent were all too common. They were known to be orchestrated by white supremacist groups who traced their origins back to the Old Kingdom. But the situation changed significantly when a rather large group attacked the trade conference in Crossbell 4 years ago. Fortunately, we were able to quell the situation thanks to an insurance policy we had in place. And as soon as the crisis was put to rest, the former president started an aggressive crackdown on those groups. You didn't hear much from them after that, but then the post-war reparations put an entire issue on the back burner. That's not to say they disbanded, however. If anything, the economic prosperity provided an ideal cover for them to continue in secret. And now their cover is coming to an end, bringing the issue of them to the surface once again. Well, I don't know how those assholes are tied to Armada, but if they've got all those fat stacks at their disposal, that explains how they got so big so fast. Yeah, and that kind of Mira. And with that kind of Mira, they could bring people on the outside into the fold. Like the group Melchior and the new puppeteer come from. A group able to wipe out a high-ranking company of Jaegers single-handedly and likely with special abilities at their disposal. So they are from the Gardens. Oh! Thank you, Van! Finally! I am thoroughly unsurprised you've heard of them. Few have, even in the criminal underworld. Wait. You're unsurprised even though few have heard of them? What's the Gardens? And why is there an S at the end? Is it some kind of group? They're a criminal organization that's of a different breed to mafias like Armada. They don't have much in common with the society either, mind. We first learned of their existence 9 years ago. Their modus operandi is gathering orphans and giving them a first-class education in assassination. Damn, I didn't know stuff like that was even real. Unfortunately, it very much is. Their members are few in number, but they complete their missions with startling success. Alright, the chances of Swin and Nadia showing up somewhere in the story have just risen a little. Please? The organization is divided into several groups called Gardens, with each one being led by an overseer. We are aware of their presence at Marduk as well. Their threat level is considered to be S+. Internally, it was at one point believed that most unsolved assassinations were their handiwork. Yeah, you can imagine the headache when we even had another group trying to mimic their playbook. Still, their name hasn't cropped up very much over the past couple years. Not since the overseer of the Garden of Swords was taken out by 2 members who fled the organization. Oh, wow! I feel like I've read that story somewhere before. Yep, very popular book, 3 and 9. What is it, Van? Surprisingly, I think, didn't they say the Garden published that book to out Swin and Nadia or something? Even though they made it very much in their favor as the heroes of a story? Nothing. Anyway, now we know that group of monsters is working with Armada. It's still a mystery how they ended up that way. The same with how they wound up with all that terrorist funding. But maybe a more pressing question is why they're working together. True. They've got 3 of the worst tiles that exist. Just a matter of working out what hand they're going for. You a Mahjong player too? I mean, you're right. We're gonna need to focus on that going forward. Indeed, albeit in our own unique ways, no doubt. Well, I believe we've had enough discussions for one day. Still, it seems clear that there's more room for negotiations between us than some other groups going forward. I am most humbled by that you are including us in that. Well, I don't know about you and Gian, but Hayway has its moderates like Fawn. Take it we include you guys into that too, Arkride? Goes without saying. Hell, we're the common thread between all of you. And you're just gonna keep using us as a bridge between you anyway. If you got that right, so we would. But of course. Stop being so in sync. Well, I can't physically do that, but... I wish I could, but that would be really weird. I see it didn't take you long to adjust to life in the capital. Just bear in mind that Lady Ashen is rather worried about you back in Longport. Do try to exercise restraint in your daily life, Man, she could stand to chill out a little, and you should be the one checking in on home more often. How's Jin doing anyway? By the way, he's been abroad in Remiferia for half a year now, right? I believe he is doing rather well. He attends a distinguished middle school there and is blessed with many good friends. Come to think of it, Chief, I know you go way back with him in the Dire Wolf. But I would have figured Renee would handle this kind of thing. That's right. The smart guy you and Elaine grew up with, yeah? He's actually quite occupied with another case for us. As for what that case is, you will soon see. Huh? That sure is an ominous way of putting it. Our next we're getting hired by Renee again. Probably. And she's one of the more reasonable ones, too. Why can't the CID be staffed by more normal people? Forgive me for saying so, but you're a fine one to talk. Yeah, I can't believe you came to a place like this without us. Kinda pisses me off I let you shake me in the first place, but that's in the past now. So, just what is this place? It's called the Blacklight District. It's the city's unofficial 13th district, and it's dark side. Oh, that's why they're so weird about calling it 13th, because everyone else was like, huh? And I was like, it would just be a district, so why do they seem so confused? But if there are 12 known districts, a lawless zone that changes location from time to time, and that few cops dare to tread. Oh, this moves. Some to criminals of every kind. Good place for them to get together, too. To think that all this time such a place was right under my nose. I feel like Abby said something about it once to me before. I was aware of... Oh, it is an arena. It says arena. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it in person. It looks to be a combination of multiple underground areas that went unused during the city's urban planning. Good spot to hang out. We had to walk through a whole damn maze just to get here. An underground coliseum and contraband as far as the eye can see. It's like it was made for me. Well, too late to do anything now that you're here. I'm gonna guess people stayed away because you had Elaine, but people are always getting into scuffles around here. So let me teach you how to speak this district's language. We'll take a tour while we do, but just keep your eyes peeled, alright? Right. Of course. I'm down. Oh, we're gonna finish touring? Hell yeah, I thought we were just gonna go back for the night, but... Okay, well, I'm gonna go backwards now before we continue there. Oh, we can actually go in this alley now? Hi, sir. There's nothing in this alley. This was pointless. I had some funky hookahs come in. You've already said that. Why are you blue again? Oh, because they had more lines. It's not that... Yeah, not lifetimes. She must be talking about the Orbital hookahs. Good to hear the police got rid of them. Generally, the longer a shop's been around, the better the vendors know what to sell and not to sell. This lady here is a bit of an outlier, but still. It ain't that scary, shopping down here. Just remember where those lines are and make sure you don't cross them, alright? Right, good to know. Okay. Oh, I remember all you guys. Interesting. You make for one strange group when you all come here together. But hey, what isn't weird when you live in the Blacklight District? Common sense is for the surface dwellers. Just be careful down here, folks. These parts can leap out and bite you if you don't keep an eye out. Wow. That was surprisingly normal compared to what she said when it was just two adult males walking around. Do my eyes deceive me, or was that Beauty's blade working with Hayaway and Ouroboros? And those weren't the only intriguing faces present either. I shudder to think what's about to happen if all of them put their heads together. No, I remember seeing you all pass through earlier. I'm glad to see you managed to reunite with Mr. Van. Just be careful where you walk. The more trouble you can avoid, the better. Blacklight's full of danger, stranger danger, especially. Don't make eye contact with anybody who looks the least bit suspicious, alrighty? It's for your safety. Okay, thank you for your advice, sir. Not to change the subject, but may I ask why you wear that mask? Its design is quite curious. Oh, you mean this thing? Gee willikers, it feels so darn silly talking about it. Call it a little indulgence of mine. In another life, I was a little naughty, you see? Okay. Oh, that's neat. I guess it's just kind of his weird own little quirk. Quirk my ass. Man's creepy as all get out. I know he's weird, but that's just the way Blacklight is. Just roll with it, okay? In another life, you were Jason? Well, watch your step when you walk around here. The Blacklight district is full of danger. Stranger danger. Come back soon. Thank you. Oh.
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
Oh, Hermes is here. Hey, you're the curry herd lady. Yay, are you gonna tell me more stories about the outside, please? Of course. What are you curious about today, kiddo? I want to know where Mommy came from, and can you give me a hug? Just an irresistible little munchkin, aren't you? All right, come here, I'm all yours. Even Hermes is no match for the power of cuteness. I love courier lady. Curry her lady. Sometimes she comes to visit me. I wish she would come every day. Gotta say, I didn't expect to find you here. How long have you been down here? Oh, not too long. I'm just here for work. I'm guessing you and the rest of your office are taking a breather. Whatever you're up to, be careful. This place has no shortage of unique characters to look out for. You can say that again. You know, you're giving them too much credit. Characters almost makes them sound reasonable. Well, when you have all these different factions here, I find it best to stay neutral and avoid ruffling any feathers. I don't shy away from anyone. You need something hauled, I'm your mule. For the right price and right conditions, of course. And here I thought she'd gone batshit in setting up shop down here. Guess it's not that surprising in retrospect, though. She may not technically be part of the underworld, but she's got one foot in it for sure. Just for reference, there's no alcohol in this. I can't go ferrying around orders all drunk and dizzy now, can I? Once I'm done with this, it's straight off to the next job. No rest for us weary freelancers, is there? Ain't that the truth? Wait, booze or no booze, how the hell is she able to down that with her helmet still on? You know, that's a really good question. I'm curious now, too. I don't know. It'll only be gone once we're gone, so she'll clearly take it off. Yota, how are you always so cute? You're always such a sweet, considerate little angel. The hell are you looking at? Can't you give a gal some privacy? You're killing the goddamn vibe. Sorry. We'll be out of your way. She was in a completely different world there. Yeah, talk about zoning out. She sure as hell doesn't look all bark, though. I kind of feel like she used to be a Jaeger. Maybe she's retired. Either way, she really loves her son. Just so we're absolutely clear, if you do anything to my Yota, and I mean anything, you're going to pay the price for it, big time. If you're going to drink at my bar, I expect you to know your place, got it? Yes, ma'am. Alright, I guess we'll go around that way. I'm going to grab a drink. Alright. I don't know why this song kind of gives me some minor Crisis Core vibes.
Hey, mister.
I don't know.
Some reading material.
Okay. Books, huh? Oh my goodness, is that you, Van? It is, isn't it? Oh yeah, I forgot what quest she helped us with, but the medical lady, right? It might have been the medical lady. The back alley doctor. It is, isn't it? Oh, my beloved fourth boyfriend has finally returned to me. What? Damn, Chief, save some girls for the rest of us. What chick in this town don't you have crawling all over you? No, I'm old, not insane. You're calling yourself old? You really think I get with a girl like her? Piss off. But, no, you saved me. You held my hand and rescued me from those awful no-good cops on my tail. You are my knight in shining armor, saving me from those false charges. Just remembering it gives me butterflies. Yeah, if those charges were false, then I'm Sheena Dirk. Bullshit, lady. You really ought to kick that habit of yours, stabbing every guy you fall for like there's some kind of corkboard. Wait, what did you say she does? Pardon me if this sounds like an obvious question, but may I ask why you go to such lengths? Oh, that's just so embarrassing. Are you really going to make me answer? I mean, what won't a girl do for love? She'll do whatever it takes to make a man hers, each and every last reg of him. It's only natural. This chick takes possessive to a whole new level. She's certainly a unique person, even under her circumstances. Hold on, does that mean... Van could be next. His life is in danger. The hell it is. I just told you, she and I are not a thing. Period. How... Van, you helped a murderer? Or wait, are they alive? Did she stab him and just run away? Is he alive? It's only normal for a girl in love to be a little possessive. Her man should be all hers. Uh-huh. That's why I stab every boyfriend of mine, like a little pincushion. And then, when I'm done, I tell them I'm breaking up with them. What? Why does it have to be like this? Why do the police have to always get involved when it's just a tiny little argument? It makes no sense. Oh well, for now, I'm laying low until things cool down. I have you to thank for making it all possible, my love. Anyway, I like to collect books in my free time. Feel free to look around and see if any of them interest you. For a collection of books, these make for a rather stark selection, I must say. Yeah, she has a lot of romance novels and, prison diaries. She certainly has specific tastes. Smile and wave, gang. Smile and wave. You try to actually hold a conversation with her and she'll break your mind in half. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about you. Actually, I do know. You're terrifying, but... Proverbs of Justice. This is a very good accessory. Holy. 70 accuracy and 7 crit? Alright, I'm buying 3 of them. I am broke. Give me a moment. Alright. I have 10,000 again. Thank you. This happens every chapter. There's no way for me to, stay rich, because I don't do any grinding. But it's fine.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, 10 I'd rather. He misses so often. I need this accuracy. And that crit is great. You, I wouldn't want that on. You would be a big maybe, but I also don't. I'd rather have Rosette and him have it. Yeah, it's a direct upgrade to the color one. So, bam. Bam. All right. They all have 100% accuracy. Fairy and Anyas do not, but that's fine. She's usually casting. And I don't know what she does. She doesn't miss that much anyway. All right. Hopefully we never have to talk to Lindsay again, but... Hey, oh, speaking of the doctor, there she is. Ah, the spriggan and his lovely assistant again. I see you've added some new faces to your ranks since we last met. What brings you here? Is somebody hurt I need to take a look at? Well, you know me. Show me the mirror and I'll take a gander. Sick, dead, whatever you need, I can handle it. Isabel, I didn't know you worked down here. What, she a friend of yours or something? Well, not exactly. She was the client we did some work for after I first joined. Yep, as you can probably tell, she's a pretty renowned doc in the underbelly. Not my first choice for treatment. She'll patch you up, but gorge your wallet too. But hey, she's always around whenever you need it. Ouch. That's a little mean, don't you think? I'm not some scam artist. I just know what I'm worth. Money talks, after all, and I listen. Green is a language we all understand. Mira's not green. It's white, isn't it? Money talks? I didn't know they printed talking money. I'll take your word for it, though. You sound like a really skilled doctor. You know the Coliseum behind here? They ship me a lot of their fighters whenever they get roughed up. Makes sense. They're not easy jobs, but I'll always take a look, provided they got the coin. They're far from my favorite patients, though. Too rowdy for me. They just never sit still. Now, the silver spoons who come wailing and begging with stacks of Mira, I love those. They're so desperate, it's adorable.
They're all specially made.
Yeah, these an interesting selection. I'm good
Always
though.
be careful when and how much you use. Cool! There's a match going on right now!
Is some kind of arena? Nice.
Yep, this here is where they hold fighting tournaments. You go in and beat the shit out of each other. Makes for a gambling hotbed, as you can imagine. Oh, color me intrigued. Wow, that's awesome. Sounds like an amazing place to train. Yeah, no, literally anything goes in there. Roids, mods, explosives, you name it. It ain't the place to train. I mean, for a Jaeger, yeah. Like, the way they train is realistic combat simulation. Anything goes. It's straight up blood sport in there. The organizers will even come up with bullshit reasons to make you fight monsters and archaisms. Even if you survive all the shit they throw at you, it ain't really ain't worth it. Just steer clear of it, alright? That's fair. I mean, it sounds like you really have to be on your toes in there. Pretty decent prize money if you win, though. I'll give them that much credit. It's one way to make ends meet down here. Mr. Arkride, you're not speaking from experience, are you? Nah, that shit ain't my scene. Well, not anymore, I mean. Look, there were hard times, okay? That bastard paid for a new truck. But he didn't pay for all the mods like a previous one had. Whatever you say, Chief. Next time you decide to enter, let me know so I can put my money on you. Hell no, I ain't setting foot in that cesspit again. What? But I'm broke. I'm so broke. Damn, we need the money. Joe Browning. That's the spirit, Joe. Can't wait to see you kick ass in your next match. Kill that stupid bastard, you hear me? I've got all my money riding on you. Don't have to tell me twice. When I'm done with him, we'll have ourselves a good old-fashioned bloodbath. I'll knock the sumbitch out in one blow, and I won't stop till this whole town's red. Okay. I can't hear them at all. Wait, where's the shop on the map? Oh, that's down below. Oh, I see. Okay. Can I sign up, please? Is this another shop that's... Oh, that's the bookstore right below me. On this mini-map, though, it's really hard to tell. Can I go in here and fight him? Just start swinging. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's actually anything else in here. Oh, okay. I don't want to run into store yet.
There are a lot of bars in this place.
They are likely the only sources of refuge for the people here.
True. The Coliseum's really buzzing today. Must be something big going on up there. I'd say that's as good a reason to let loose and party, though. Right, a good reason to let loose and party hard, though, don't you? You missed good a reason as any. I've got just the right drinks to make that happen. In fact, here's the secret. It really turns me on when somebody buys one of my pricier bottles. Do that and maybe I'll throw in an extra treat. They sure don't have places like this on the surface. That's what no laws and no regulations does to a place. Just don't let them sucker you in or you'll regret it. Aaron?
Right, understood.
Fine with me.
Oh. That is... Yeah, that is the same
All
thing.
my stuff is to die for.
Cure fear. Defense up. I see.
See you.
Nothing I'd really keep around. Wow, burger.
I am stuffed.
All right, I should make sure I eat the book. Right, croquet. Croque
monsieur.
Croque monsieur. Monsieur. Okay. That's how you say it.
Handsome.
I'm not ashamed that I didn't know how to pronounce that, but it did feel kind of bad. All right, we're gonna sneak
I'm so
around.
lost. I don't know which way is which anymore. No need to fret. I have this area all mapped out.
You got a mental mini map too? I have one in my head all the time. It's always weird when I walk somewhere like it. I play so many games that I feel like I have a map running in my head, and I'm like, all right, I can't get lost. Hey there, come on and have some fun. And just don't get too naughty, all right? Oh, that's all you had to say? Now that was some good entertainment today. Sure made this old hag happy. They've got some pretty colorful youngins lined up. I can't wait to see just what sort of havoc they end up wreaking. Not your average old grandma, this one. She gives off a really sinister aura. I'm not sure why. Blacklight ain't without its downsides, but when you're old and you've got more time than you know what to do with, it's the only place to be. Just don't call it my retirement, because I've still got plenty of fuel left in this tank. I hope I'm like that when I'm old. Well, look who the cat dragged in. Thought you could start shit outside my restaurant, huh? I'll let you guys off once. Got it to make some money taking bets on that. But you damage this place and I'll collect on your head, got it? Don't you guys cause no trouble, alright? This here's a legit business I'm running with the boss's permission. You can't give me shit. Legitimate is stretching it a bit with all those safety hazards he's got in plain sight. Whatever's going on, he sounds serious. Better not get in his way or else. Ain't my fault that all that crap went down. Whatever. Let's take a look around and then get the hell out of here. Relax, Chief. Why do we need to rush? The gambling den's open. We gotta grab a seat and throw down. You can leave once we make some dough. Alright, but just a little. And I mean only a little. What, you agreed? You run a gambling den here, and that don't mean it's all for free for all. Any bastards that step out of line get kicked out, literally. You want to up the ante and put more money on the table, be my guest. But when you play into my house, you play by my rules. The sooner you get that through your thick skulls, the better we'll get along. Got it?
What'll it be? Come again.
I see you're also Kaiju Tang. They just took the same clip and put it on every shopkeeper. Okay, last two people plus the main story here. No.
Proceeding to neutralize.
Oh, is this how it is?
You're in for now.
Let's I like their spunk.
If we must.
This'll hurt.
You guys are going to regret it when I have 2 S gauge.
Activating skill.
I can't. I had it. I would have ferried right there, but
This'll hurt. Activating skill.
damn. All right, I could just hit you with the, oh, we haven't seen this. I want to see this.
Initializing deploying shield.
No need to be scared.
Ooh. Damn. Okay, I like that one. It's not too blinding. unlike Tyrant Storm. Oh, they're frozen.
Going all in.
We'll just hit them with a slow.
Go time.
Activating skill.
Ooh, stunned. Come on.
You'll pay for that. This'll hurt.
And I could probably get a double. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that crit. Crit was a lot. All right, just hit him.
Activating skill.
There we go. I'm sure you guys have figured it out, but the Blacklight District ain't exactly the kind of place you visit for fun. Aaron's another story, but the rest of you make easy pickings for scumbags and lowlifes hacking it down here. You don't come down here by yourself, understood? Yeah, I get what you mean. Things can get really dicey if you get surrounded here. But if you bring a buddy along, I bet it'll make for a fun fight. Well, ideally, you won't be fighting in a city at all. Still, I didn't realize there were so many people like that down here. Yep, pretty spooky when you think about it. This world here is a lot closer to yours than you might be comfortable with. It is, but honestly, I'm just more surprised that this all existed right under my nose. At least, it's surprising to someone as well-to-do as me. Perhaps I'm just not very aware of my surroundings. You'd think this would be something of a problem, but it's like everyone just turns a blind eye to it. I hear ya. Blacklight's a lawless place, but they have their own rules instead. The big one being you don't drag innocent civilians into your messes down here. Most tend to follow that, so they'll leave you alone. Keyword being most. Some of them step out of line, just like we just saw. Reminds me of Hayway's own code. Do you visit here often, Mr. Arkride? You seem to be rather well informed about this area. I check in from time to time. There's intel down here that you can't find anywhere else. And as you guys might have noticed by now, it's a good place to sharpen your street smarts. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. That's gotta be the best part of the whole trip. Man, Jaeger born and bred, ain't ya? Alright. My man, you came at the perfect time. Come on, step inside and have some fun. Bring your lady friends too. You're gonna love the girls we have here, plenty to choose from, and they're all people pleasers in more ways than one. Anyhow, enjoy your stay in the Blacklight District. There's nowhere else in Edith that can tend to your deepest wants and needs like we can. I've seen that guy around here from time to time. Never knew he was a barker till now. This joint makes sense. The cops don't come down here. If you want to do the dirty on the download, this is where you go. No boy. I'm scared that this is a shop. Adult shop. Well, if it isn't Edith's one and only Spriggan, what brings you here, darling? Got time to stay and play? Your lady friends are more than welcome to join you if they're up for it. We've got girls who know how to keep a woman company, too. They are children. Except for... Oh, she's not even in the party right now. Rosette. You'll be drowning in pleasures you can't find anywhere up on the surface. I can promise you that. Stay a while, won't you, big guy? I don't get it. What kind of place is this? It feels alluring. I feel drawn to it, but I really don't know why. I've never really felt like this before. Hard no. Letting you two waltz in there is just asking for trouble. And you... Don't even think about sneaking inside while I'm not looking, punk. I'm an adult. What do you care how I spend my free time? Sometimes a guy just needs to let it hang, you know? I care because you'll get hooked on that shit in 2 seconds. Can't trust your horny ass to stay out of trouble. I think most of the girls still have some growing up to do. Those services aside, I've still got some things for sale here. If you change your mind and decide to spend some quality time with our girls, just let me know. I'll wait right here for you, handsome. It appears she and Mr. Arkride are acquainted with one another. Whoever she is, she certainly has quite the way with words. Now, we have something of a reputation for sucking our customers dry, literally and figuratively, but we still have our standards. For one thing, we only put the squeeze on our richest customers. We don't overwork our employees either. Getting addicted only leads to trouble in the long term. Indulge responsibly, okay? Huh, I don't know how to describe it, but this lady is really alluring for some reason. I know what you mean, she's beautiful. Yeah, she has her fans on both sides of the aisle. Probably how she can recruit all those girls for this place.
Ooh,
Jesus.
You look dangerous.
Wait, is that an actual different? You don't have the generic 3 different come in and then welcome. Crit and evasion 7%. Oh, nope, only 1. Why did I buy 2 of those? Those were expensive. 40 CP? Oh, man. That is a good one.
You again.
Yeah, she has unique VA, unlike all of the other shops around here. It was so expensive. Well, at least we have one of them as a backup. Oh boy. Fairy, what did you have on? Was it? Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if I'd switch that around. I don't want to get rid of her. Well, actually, I'll get rid of ATS, but I wanted to keep the item drop rate. You know, for that is a lot of ATS, though. All right. Oh, that feels bad. Getting rid of prevent all ailments. I guess for now I'll put it on, but I think long term she probably needs Grail ring or Grail locket if we ever get that. Okay, we are done here. Do I still get a nighttime though? Or is this counting as the nighttime? Hey, you know what I just realized? We haven't checked any bulletin boards here. Don't sweat that. As a rule, I don't take 4 SPGs from anybody down here. Why not? There are a lot of people here who could use some help, aren't there? For real, nobody down here is exactly innocent, so I can't imagine any of them being able to go to the cops or bracers. That's the problem. There are some rare exceptions, but almost everyone down here has a checkered past in some way. Ultimately, I can't trust them not to abuse the system. Worst case scenario, I get farmed out as a grunt for some real sketchy shit. Not worth it. That does make sense, given Spriggan's reputation for assisting in legally gray matters. I can see how a bad faith actor might exploit that for their own gain, and how society at large would offer little to defend them. To be clear, I already make a point of filtering out those garbage posts to start with. More than anything else, it'd just be a giant time sink, trying to vet requests from these parts. That's the biggest reason I don't bother. As much as some folks might think otherwise, I don't deal with criminals. I deal with people who have complicated problems. When somebody has a problem that can't rely on the law or the guild to solve, they come to me. That's all there is to it. That's Van for you. What can I say? It's worked for me so far. I must be doing something right. End of the day, if someone here really wants my services, they're not completely out of luck. They still got 2 options. They can post a 4 SPG in another part of town, or they could come talk to me. Same as anybody else, really. Doesn't mean I'll agree to help, but I'll hear him out at least. That's our boss, always trying to keep the door open. Okay. Yeah. After leaving the district, they made their way to the surface following a different route. Oh my god, it was so dark in there, I thought it was like midnight. Really? Damn, it's already this late? Not as late as I thought. We were down there a while. It connects to the Riverside district too? Feels like waking from a dream. Heh, guess it was all a bit too much for a kid. Speaking of kids, it seems like that boy we ran into is the son of a Jaeger. I really liked it down there. Shady criminals excluded. It was like a conflict could break out at any second, a perfect place for training. Not this again. At least it hadn't fully descended into anarchy, even if the rules were somewhat lax. It seemed like a good place to procure goods and materials you can't get on the surface. Yeah, don't want anyone getting hooked on the place, but use it when you need to. Just follow the rules. Is this right next to the church? Oh, this is where we met with the back alley doctor. Oh yeah. It goes for you in particular, Aaron. Yeah, church is like literally right there. You okay, Agnes? You're awfully quiet. No, I'm perfectly fine. It was just a lot to take in. I'm feeling a bit of culture shock, I suppose. I can hardly blame you. I'm sorry, I was probably making you feel even worse with how carried away I was getting. Oh, you don't need to feel responsible. It's just, to be honest, I've got something else on my mind too. It does kind of feel like something's been eating at you lately. Right about things at school? Yes, actually, there's a major opportunity coming up that I was considering opting into. But I think I've decided against it. There's nothing more it can teach me that I haven't learned already, after all. Oh, that's a serious face. Look at that face. No? Uh-oh.
Our
Limo.
information did not lead us astray, I see.
Prince?
It's good to see you all, my friends.
What are you?
That it is.
Your Highness. Najee. Damn. Talk about showing up unexpected. So this is what the chief was talking about.
Correct. His Highness and I have something to discuss with you. Please, climb in.
All of us? I hope so. Okay. It's so spacious in here. There is this here is an Etchois stretch limo, right? Hell of a luxury. Rides smooth as a baby's ass, too. Still room to move up in the world, huh? The suspension systems in a luxury vehicle like this versus my pickup are built for totally different things. Speaking of, I take it you liked the part I sent you. I got it on special order to ensure it didn't clash with the aesthetics of your truck. No, like undersells it. It's a thing of beauty. Even if that ulterior motive behind sending it wasn't just in my head. But still, I'm glad you're both looking well. Thank you. My apologies again for all the trouble we caused you. We weren't expecting to see you all again so soon either, but we were already here for a visit with the president, so the timing happened to line up. What? Oh, that Grammart guy. Didn't see anybody, and didn't see anything about a meeting on the news. Some kind of secret talks. You needn't concern yourself with the details that are on a need-to-know basis. Well, we are living in crazy times. No doubt there's plenty for our leaders to be talking about. Much as it bugs me that you've clearly got something else, or besides that, you want to dump on us. Oh? I think I see what's going on now.
I'm sure you do. We invited you here in the hopes of hiring you. This is a joint request from Elsheim and the CID.
That's quite the pair. I'm committing to nothing, but keep going.
The short of it is, we'd like you to go on another trip for us, to the home of the Verne Company, the city of Basel in the southwest.
Sure. That's Calvard's biggest ornament manufacturer, isn't it? Sounds like a big one.
If you could take a look at the screen.
Basel is an industrial city that is home to both the Verne Group's HQ and the Basel Institute of Science. Its artisanal district dates back to the Middle Ages, and it is surrounded by an abundance of nature. Our problem is that as of late, the city's orbital network has become unstable. In addition, suspicious individuals have been sighted leaving and entering the city.
Okay. Don't tell me it's... Oh, I know what you're thinking, but we can't assume that until we have all the facts, of which we have very little. Under normal circumstances, we would be well informed of the situation, as our country has deep ties with the institute. Unfortunately, its director, who also happens to be Vern's CEO, has been notably unforthcoming as of late. That's strange. Isn't your country one of Vern's largest shareholders? Yes, it is. We are not their principal shareholder, but we still wield considerable influence over the company. Yet in spite of that fact, the CEO has been emphatically vague in response to our questions. We suspect he is merely buying time. For what, though, I do not know, but his sudden shift in behavior indicates he's hiding something, hence my request to you. You're not giving me much to work with here. If you're looking for technical experts, you've come to the wrong place. You got Rosette. Oh, I beg to differ. After all, you have one of Marduk's very own concierges in your employ. Also, a little bird told me you're testing some revolutionary new technology at present. Oh, you mean that Simu thingy? It's still undergoing testing, but we plan to reveal it to the public eventually. Good to hear. I'll most certainly be looking forward to it. Anyhow, if we took a request to the guild, it'd land at the bottom of their list of priorities given that no civilian casualties have occurred. Also, much like the police, they're as wary as a fox with these sorts of mysteries. Right, and if we're on the job, we can deal with any problems you'd rather keep away from the public eye. The conditions are fair, but you better be willing to pay top Mira for our services, or you can count us out. No, you needn't worry there. If anything, that makes you more trustworthy in my book. Is that a fact? Well, I think we should definitely consider taking this on, especially if Almada is involved. Where's the sweets, though? If possible, I'd like to ask one thing before we agree. What's the CID's connection to this case? You haven't been upfront about that. No. Never the sharp one. Vern and the Institute are currently part of 2 national projects. One of them is making the Zypha standard available to the general public, both at home and abroad. The technology is a national secret, so our involvement should be no surprise. Makes sense. Gotta stay on top of any leaks and scandals so they don't slip through the cracks. What about the other project? Classified. Ah, come on. Boo! Even I don't know the specifics there, so I'm in the same boat as you all. I did try pressing the president for details, but he simply wouldn't budge. Apologies, but that's all the more reason why I can't divulge any information about the project. The point is, there are many reasons for our involvement. It all sounds fishy as hell, but whatever, get on with it. And as you wish, the issue of the Zypha Standards funding source also needs to be addressed. And I will delegate that task to your group's chief and concierge. Huh? What do you mean? Since when did you become my boss? Fine, I'll explain. Zypha being Vern's 6th generation combat ornament is common knowledge at this point. But there's a little known fact about the project's humble beginnings. It's got a massive capital injection from an interested party. And that party just so happens to be the Valis Investment Bank, which, as it so happens, is also the largest shareholder of Marduk, my employer. I don't know what any of this means. I see. Sure feels like I'm hearing the name Valis a lot lately. Oh, as in the city-state? Correct. It's a giant port city in the Central East. It may not have much land, but through trade in the South Sea, its people amassed great fortune, which they are investing all over the continent. They're both our allies and competitors. The Valis Investment Bank is owned by them. So you're trying to drag our asses into a Central Eastern turf war, all so we can be your eyes and ears. Well, I guess they could be sending in their own spies, especially with state-level secrets up for grabs. In short, you want us to investigate a highly complex situation from a neutral standpoint and get to the bottom of what's happening there. Does that about sum it up? I'll give you an 85 for that answer. In the event that Valis attempts to interfere, we would also like you to act as a mediator. You got this all mapped out. Mediation is not one of our specialties, unfortunately, so I'm not certain if we're your best option for that. On the contrary, I think you all are our safest bet on that front. Should you take our request, you will stay in Basel for 3 days. I'm sure there will be other 4 SPGs you can juggle at the same time. We can't expect you to leave at once, but it would be best if you departed within the next few days. Wait. Alright, we'll give it some thought when we get back. Can't make any promises. I understand. We won't be out of options if you refuse. The CID never puts all its eggs in one basket. Regardless, everything we told you is strictly confidential. Though I think a rather unexpected issue might work in our favor here. After that, Prince Sarit and Kincaid saw us back to their office. Wait. Saw them back to their office. Once they arrived, they enjoyed dinner at Monmar before gathering to discuss the Crown Prince's request. We get another party member, that couch is going to be full. We won't be able to fit anyone after that. There's not six characters, are there? There might be. I don't know, I'm like refusing to actually look at the logo or cover art anymore, so I remember seeing Rosette on there, but and Judith, who was not in our group yet. I don't remember any other faces on there, so I'm going to do my best to avoid it, even though it is in my outro, but I don't actually look at my outro. I made it once, I stopped looking at it, and I just tag it at the end, so. Think you ain't heard a thing about all this from your own company? I am naturally aware of the plan to make the Zypha standard available to the masses, but not about the problems in Basel. If A really is involved, I would have expected to have already been informed. Gotcha. Doesn't sound like something that'd take us 3 days either way. But if we're looking into things at Vern and the Institute, we're gonna need to work mostly weekdays. Okay. But that would mean Anya's... Actually, the timing here is rather perfect. You see... Yep. Wow, high school here sounds really fun. Trust a big school in the capital to bust out fancy trips. Artemis is all about its students thinking for themselves, so something like this makes sense. Bet you'll have reports to write for days about it too. Yes, actually, some of my friends who came here the other day are considering Basel too. I was interested in going myself, but I wasn't sure whether or not that was the best decision. But you would be leaving next Thursday for 3 days, so the timing matches up splendidly. Wow. How convenient, though. It's almost as if Arusha wanted it to happen. No, not that I think my personal circumstances should push us into taking this, of course. Of course. And that goes both ways. You're a student first, so don't go forcing your decision to line up with our job. Even if we do end up in the same general place, your studies might mean we won't even see each other. Well, I suppose that's true. But that still kind of hurts. Huh? That's rich coming for the guy who always decides where he goes based on who'll shove dessert down his throat. Speaking of which, what are we going to find in Basel on that front? Excellent question. A baked tart called the Engadin is probably the most famous. It's made of walnuts and honey nougat, and has a... Is it nougat? and has a simple but mellow taste that's just... I suppose Van's right. I need to make up my own mind about what to do. Otherwise, my great-grandfather would never... Or Dad, for that matter. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you concern. Not at all. I don't think anyone could blame you for feeling conflicted here. But should we end up going to the same place, rest assured that I will do all I can to support you. She is way too perceptive. Thank you, but why... You know, I completely forgot Genesis were what were our main goal. Completely forgot. No way. What do we have? 4? 5? Oh, we have 4 or 5. I'll speak with my friends at school tomorrow, but if you could work under the assumption we'll all be going and prepare accordingly. Got it, but don't forget that I'm a student first and foremost, right? I won't. I'll make this work so I can handle my obligations properly, both here and at school. Well, good night. Yeah, night. All right. So, I guess we'll be leaving next Thursday, same day as Aramis. But Renee and the prince just dumped this on us, so they can wait until tomorrow for an answer. Still, she's sure looking brighter than when I met her. With how much she's got weighing on her, I'm sure she's still got a lot to work through. But I'll look out for her as best I can, being her boss and all. Man, that sure was a day. Guess I'll go for a walk to wind down before bed. That was a day. That was kind of an interesting episode. New area we got to explore. Interesting scene with a bunch of characters that... I don't know. Now we know the church is involved in some capacity. So, you know, that had to happen. Of course it was going to happen. Don't know any of those characters, and I hope that they're not from another game and I just forgot them. Their attitudes kind of line up with characters I've heard of before, but I don't know. Either way, that's the end of this one. In the next one, we're going to probably do... Yeah, it's going to be entirely NPC updates, side quests, and watching a movie at the most. And we're not going back into stories, so 2 episodes. Well, the episode after the next episode is story for sure. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.